Welcome back, guys, and I'm glad to have you back. And we are in the survival shed, and we're doing a survival fire starter test. And this is specifically Dynamic Survival's fire starter that he had sent me a few months ago. Sent me and Michael Survival, and he sent us a package of stuff, and specifically his fire starter to try out. And I did an unboxing video for that. I'll put a link up in the screen for that. And so yeah, so here we are. We're testing his fire starter out, and we did it once in another video where I just lit it with a lighter. Real simple. Wasn't really testing out. I was just trying it out. But this video, we're going to do the water resistant test with it, and we're going to see if it lights with a ferro rod and or a lighter after being wet. So yeah, and if you guys haven't seen his channel, I will put a link in the description below, and you can check his channel out. So without further ado, let's get the show on the road. Glad to have you guys back too. So here is the fire starter by Dynamic Survival. Wind resistant, no chemicals, water resistant. The test we're going to do today is water resistant. However, let's get it out of the package here and I'll show you real quick. A cool idea of what he did with this fire starter here. Here, I'll just take the rolls out and show you, especially for the people who haven't seen this yet. But he sent me Dynamic Survival. He sent me a YouTube package, a YouTube package. Well, I guess it'd be a YouTube package, but a package to go over some of the stuff that he makes, and he personally makes these here. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. I probably already told you guys that at the beginning, but this is what it is. It's like a char cloth dipped in wax or molten wax. There might be more to it, I don't know. I'm sure he's not gonna give all his secrets away. But what we're going to do is we're going to cut this, just a portion of it, because you don't need that much. Wow, that really shot out. Okay, so there's one end there you can see, and there is the other end. We're going to go put this in some water because it's raining right now. Okay, as you can see, it's wet out here. Got a pretty good drip going right here from my pop-up tarp. We'll see if that hits it. I'll get it right here. You just get a good little drop on it for a little bit. Okay, so let that sit there and soak for a little bit. So here on the pop-up tent, we have water that collects, and I have to push it off. So let's just take this to a whole new level. Let's push that water off onto there. Yeah, there we go. Let's get that nice and wet. Now we got some water. A little more. Oh yeah. So we're gonna let that soak for a few minutes, and we'll be back out and we'll try it out. Okay, it's been about 10-15 minutes, and there it is. Let's just go ahead and really get that in the water there. That's plenty wet. So, I mean, it's been out here for 15 minutes in the water, so not completely submerged, but I could really take it even farther. I don't think I have any. Here we go, got some water over here. Check this out. Let's just go even farther with it. Okay. So there you guys have it right there. Okay, let's go back in the survival shed and try it out. Just gonna keep this live, no editing. You guys know I ain't cheating. All right, let's see here. Let me get you. Yeah, this is how my tripod is. So we'll go ahead and set that there. So we have a lighter, but first I want to use, this is Dynamic Survival's fire starter that he sent to me at Michael Survival. So I figured, why not try this first on it? So we already got it cut. We already have it exposed. So let's see how well it does using the fire starter. Let's see here. I get the black stuff scraped off real quick. Okay, there we go. All right, here goes nothing. Get the water off that as much as I can. This real survival situation, you wouldn't just take it right out. You try to dry it off. Basically, I want to see if I get a little spark on here. There we go. Nope. You hear the water sizzling. There we go. Nope. Okay, let's go ahead and cut it. Let's cut it in half one more time. So we can't get started like it was, so we're going to cut it and try that. There we go. Cut it in a quarter here. Okay. Let's try that. Okay. Well, let's see here. Try it right on top there. If I get it good. Just can't get the light. Okay. So I'm going to say that I couldn't get it with this. That's okay. You should always have a lighter with you. Remember, 1 is none and 2 is 1. I got it pretty exposed, so I don't know. It's still pretty dry in there. Let me try it one more time. I don't want to give up too quick on the... Because you gotta remember this is charred cloth, so it should take an ember. If I just get an ember going. I just can't get it to go. Okay, let's just try a lighter. We'll talk here in a minute about this, but I think it'll go with the lighter. It's just gonna sizzle for a little bit. Okay, so there it goes. Okay, so no problem. It definitely lights with a lighter. So there's going just fine. Sizzling a little bit, but I think that's the wax, but also a little bit wet. Okay, so it lit right up, no problem with a lighter. But let's go ahead and get at the table and we'll talk about it for 1 second here. Okay, the conclusion. Let me get a drink of my coffee real quick. Ah, it's good stuff. Dynamic Survival's fire starter. Now to start off, this is not waterproof, and Dynamic Survival does not claim to be waterproof. It is, however, water resistant. Now to be fair, I let that sit in a puddle of water. I poured water over it from my pop-up tin out back, and I let it sit out in the rain for 10-15 minutes, I'd say it was, maybe even longer. And I didn't really let it dry, just kind of shook it out. And then I just took this small ferro rod that he sent to me, and it's pretty skinny. It's not very thick diameter to it. I couldn't get it lit with that. I cut it up, chopped it up, and I could not get the char cloth in that to light with this. Now, I think if I had a thicker ferro rod that's going to produce hotter sparks, possibly could get it lit. Don't know. I just want to try what he sent me. So that did not work. Now, before I go one step farther, I want to say that I didn't really let it dry. If you let it dry, probably 45 minutes, it might have lit. However, I just wanted to test this out and see if it would light just from taking it right out of the rain. And it didn't with the ferro rod. But it did with this lighter here. And this is something you should always carry with you. I carry one, not this one, but this is a good one. Not because it's a cheap lighter, because it's purple. And if you drop it, you can find it. Should be able to find it. But it did. It lit with this pretty much no problem. I just had to hold the flame for about 4, 5, 6 seconds, and it lit. And I think the reason what helped it light and stay lit is because the flame, it had a flame, well, not sparks. It was a hot flame, and the fire starter has a wax coating on it, which is an extender to the fire starter itself. So it lit no problem with the lighter. So that's in conclusion. Is it a bad fire starter? I don't think so. I think I will continue to test this out. However, like I said, it didn't light with the ferro rod. And I go to all time to always have, even before a lighter, I think a ferro rod is the best option. You should always carry a lighter, but I think ferro rod is the best option. And a thicker one than this, like a 6-inch or 5-inch. If you know how to use a ferro rod and what materials to use, I think it's much better than a lighter. Lighter will fail you. Ferro rod won't unless you lose it or break it. So, there you go. Dynamic Survival's fire starter. I think I did a pretty fair test. You know, this doesn't diminish the product. It's a good product. I just couldn't get it lit with the ferro rod. But I didn't let it dry out either. So I think the next test we're going to do here is the wind resistant test. And we'll do the same way. We'll do with the ferro rod and we'll do with the lighter. And I might try a bigger ferro rod for the wind resistant test. And I think we'll do that. We'll do that. Just try something a little different. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want, check out Dynamic Survival. I'll put a link in the description below. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And let me know what you guys thought. So I'm always here to learn too. So guys, God bless you, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, take care. Bye.